Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. I am live here, Lane Johnson, live here from Lincoln, Missouri, about to watch a couple of Benton County foes face off in a varsity basketball game. The Cole Camp Bluebirds coming into tonight, 16-6 on the year. The Lincoln Cardinals, 7-14. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups for each team in tonight's contest. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard. The Cole Camp Bluebirds. Cole Camp starts 5 seniors out at the guard. They've got Grady Strathman and Reed Harrison on the wing, Matthew Bright and Tyler Howard. Gentry Dickman listed as a forward. He'll play all over the place. Now the home team on the scoreboard. Another different lineup for Coach Berkey and his Cardinals. On the guard position, we start with Xavier Smith, the lone senior. Dawson Parrott, number 4, sophomore. Riley Sanders, number 2, a sophomore. Camden Everhart, a junior, wearing 0. And then Big Ben Eckhoff down low, wearing number 35. Excited to see these two teams face off. They played in the conference tournament just a couple weeks ago. Cole Camp got the better of Lincoln 43-32 in that contest. Since then, Cole Camp is 3-2. Since that game, Lincoln is 2-2, coming off of a loss last week, a brutal loss against Northwest, a loss in which Lincoln had 11 points through 3 quarters. If Lincoln is going to compete with Cole Camp tonight, they're going to have to score more than that. The duo of Dickman and Harrison able to put up a lot of points any given night. Eckhoff will win the tip. Cole Camp comes out in man. Matthew Bright going to be drawing the matchup against Eckhoff. And that's probably an effort by Cole Camp to keep Gentry Dickman out of foul trouble, as those two big bodies going against each other all night long could prove troublesome from a fouling standpoint. Parrott scores the first basket here for Lincoln. And Grady Strathman, the senior guard for Cole Camp, comes right back down with a spin bank shot to tie things up at 2. We're 35 seconds through the first quarter. Now Cole Camp started in man. They're now in zone, a 2-3 zone it looks like, although there is some there's some rotation happening. Parrott, another jump shot off the mark. Bright has a rebound. Harrison inside, got Parrott in the air twice. The second time, Harrison hung and made the bunny. 4-2 Cole Camp. Kind of a token pressure look for Cole Camp to start out. Cole Camp again looks like a 2-3. But they are doing some weird rotation. We're going to work on trying to figure that out. Sanders free throw line jumpers off the mark. Harrison pushes, spins inside, loses it. And they're going to call a foul. That foul is against Dawson Parrott, his first, team's first. And one thing I noticed, we sat here and we watched the junior varsity game that was just on your screen before we tipped off here. One thing I noticed is this crew definitely calling it tight tonight. That JV game, if it's any indication of what we're going to see, it's going to be a tight one. Howard gets a little help from the rim and backboard to get a 3 to go in from the corner. Lincoln all year has struggled handling the pressure. Parrott gets it across. Xavier Smith working out of the corner. I must be honest, I still don't know that I recognize what Cole Camp is doing defensively here. Although it does seem to have Lincoln discombobulated. Everhart inside to Sanders. Gentry Dickman had a piece of it. Sanders, good control to stay in the air and make the shot. It's now a 3-point game. Strathman's three is off the mark. Now these two teams, if you look at just their records, you would think that Cole Camp, the heavy favorite there, as Smith ties things up with a three from the top of the key. However, these two teams so familiar with each other and rivals. Strathman again off the mark, that time between the corner and the wing. Smith gets inside, can't finish. Ball tapped around. Sanders wide open right wing, three-point shot, drills it. And Coach Berkey wants a quick timeout. Lincoln coming out shooting here to start. And it looks like a 30-second timeout. So we're going to stay here. These two teams familiar with each other, played earlier, kind of late January, 11-point game. It was competitive for 3.5 quarters. And Cole Camp's had some nice games since that game. They fell to Stover in the the third place game of the conference tournament, and what was one of my personal favorite games to call this year, just because of the excitement and action and performances by Gentry Dickman and company. And Lincoln, has struggled to be consistent throughout the year, but at times have competed with teams with better records. So as I circled this one on my calendar a couple weeks ago, I thought it might be a competitive game. Lincoln with the early lead. Tough shot blocked by Parrott. Harrison showed some tremendous shot making in their first matchup. Parrott there stays disciplined and gets a hand on it. Cole Camp out of their zone and into what appears to be a straight man. Dribble handoff turns into a turnover. 3-on-1. That's Tyler Howard. Gets all the way inside and is fouled by Sanders. That's going to be Sanders' first foul and the second team foul against the Cardinals here. Matthew Bright off on the first. And he misses the second. Matthew Bright keeps it alive. Strathman out of the corner, dumps it off to Bright, and Bright is fouled. Dickman gets the pass from Howard on the inbound and scores easily. That's his first basket of the game. Parrott initially looked to be guarded straight up. The jump came. He forced a pass. Matthew Bright tipped it out of bounds. It will stay on this end. Cole Camp again in their straight man defense. Now the jump. Smith inside. He's fouled. Looks like they got a reach on Strathman, his first. And the first foul against the Bluebirds here. 10-9, 3:04 left to play in the first quarter. When that jump comes, Lincoln has numbers if they make the pass. They've got to attack those numbers advantages quickly if they're going to score in the half court. Another Lincoln turnover. That was a tough look for Harrison, hung in the air. A true jump shot, but he's off the mark. Lincoln out and running. Another fun matchup from this game. Parrott and Harrison. Dickman gets a block. Eckhoff had the ball for a moment but couldn't come up with it. Dickman behind the back loses it, and just a tough move inside. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Dickman so skilled with his footwork and handling. Here, Dickman on the block, working against Sanders. Spins back to his right hand, probably fouled. Everhart secures the rebound. Lincoln now with 2 to play has a lead and an opportunity to extend that lead. Again, the trap. Smith gets Eckhoff wide open underneath the cup. And I believe that's been Eckhoff's first basket of the game. Strathman, three-point shot up and good. He's got 5 points here unofficially, an assist there for Gentry Dickman. Here comes the jump. Parrott gets it up to Eckhoff. He's got 2 smaller players on him. And it looked like he was going to have a free lane to the basket. Harrison closed that gap very quickly, something he did all season long in football too. Braden Benham on the floor for the Cardinals. Cole Camp has yet to sub. And talking with the coaching staff from Cole Camp in their game the other day against Tipton, neither team subbed the entire game. That was just last week on Monday. They played Tipton at home and won 49-42, and I'm told that Tipton and Cole Camp rolled with the starters the entire game. Harrison working on Parrott, goes past him and scores on the right side. Cole Camp now with a lead with 60 seconds left in the first quarter. And you hear Coach Berkey saying attack, attack, attack. Off that double, they have numbers, and they've got to attack that numbers advantage. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Bluebirds. Smith just throws a jump ball, and Harrison goes up and takes it away. Now Howard wide open in the corner, and Cole Camp shooting the ball very well right now as a team. 3 for 5 from downtown. We're under 40 left in the first quarter. I assume Lincoln will go for the last shot. Now down by 5. Just 2 short minutes ago, they had a 1-point lead. Ooh, Dickman took it away but landed on the ball. He's down. They are going to take him out, so Gentry goes to the bench for his brother, number 4, Colton Dickman. Lincoln avoids a turnover there. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Benham has it, now out to Parrott. 5 on the clock. Parrott, one dribble pull-up, left side, nothing there. Eckhoff kept it alive. Smith got it, but is not going to get a shot off. And that is how your first quarter will end. A quick quarter. Only 1 timeout called the whole quarter. Cole Camp in control after 8 minutes. We'll be back for the second quarter here.
Sponsored by 31 Chiropractic. 31 Chiropractic is a wellness-centered family chiropractic office that specializes in care for women and children. Lindsay delivers tailored chiropractic and physical treatment for your whole family for their whole life. Stop in at 292 South Highway 65 in Lincoln or call 660-460-3719 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Lindsay today. We're also sponsored by WK's family of dealerships. WK, a name we all know, owned by a family we all grew up with, now open at 4 locations in Sedalia and Boonville, featuring a great inventory of new Chevrolet, Ford, and Dodge vehicles, as well as high-quality used vehicles. At WK, they have combined their service, collision, and detailing departments with a great variety of American-made vehicles to be the #1 stop in your search for a new vehicle. Browse their selection of new and used vehicles today at WKFamily.com.
Cole Camp out of the quarter break with Gentry Dickman, that is, back on the floor. Strathman inside, shooting over Eckhoff. He's off the mark. Benham going to slow things down off the rebound. Wise decision. Lincoln needing to execute in the half court. Something they've struggled with all year long. What a perfect pass from Camden Everhart to Braden Benham. Quite literally thread a needle with that pass. And the lead is 3. Dickman now going right at Eckhoff. And the foul against Eckhoff. Dickman is gonna see 2 free throws here. Dickman hits the first. Off on the second. Chase Young is on the floor, as well as Zayden Cole for the Lincoln Cardinals. Benham fouled by Strathman. And I mentioned it earlier, and I'll say it again. This officiating crew has called things extremely tight here in the last 5 quarters I've seen them do. The JV game and now this one. That is Strathman's second foul and the first team foul against the Bluebirds here to start the quarter. Tough shot by Riley Sanders. And now the lead is 2. Dickman on the attack inside. Matthew Bright going to try a 12-footer. And his stroke is pure as he hits over Ben Eckhoff. Benham spins inside and fouled by Dickman, who is in for Strathman. That's Colton Dickman. Young, blocked by Dickman. Now Harrison one-on-one with Cole, goes right at him, left hand, and a late foul call. And the Lincoln crowd not a fan of that one. Nonetheless, Harrison at the line now will see 2. That's Zayden Cole's first foul and the second foul against the Cardinals here with 6:14 left to go in the quarter. Harrison hits the first. While we have this quick break, I'd just like to thank all of our sponsors for this broadcast. We appreciate their support in making this broadcast and others like it possible. Special thanks to Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty, our presenting sponsor for the broadcast. You see their logo down there on the scoreboard. Sanders got past Dickman after he gambled for a steal. 3-point shot comes up short. And now Cole Camp working against a zone defense for Lincoln. Appears to be, no, I think they're in man. That's my mistake. Dickman now with Benham on him. Howard throws one up at the rim, off the mark. Chase Young got the rebound, found himself in a little bit of trouble. However, Dickman fouls And it will remain Lincoln basketball. That's the first foul for Gentry Dickman and the third foul on the Cole Camp Bluebirds here in the quarter. Sanders finds Benham in the corner. Benham attacks, gets inside. Good extra pass here. Lincoln had some good ball movement. Cole Camp does a better job, however, keeping him in front and not giving up anything easy. Howard with nowhere to go. That was not Howard, that was Young. Benham from the corner. Three-point shot off the mark. Harrison has a rebound and immediately looks to push up the floor. Ben Eckhoff with the hustle. And it will remain Cole Camp basketball. Parrott on for Cole. Right now on the floor for the Cardinals, Sanders, Eckhoff, Benham, Parrott, and Young. So 4 sophomores and a junior. Harrison, long three off the mark. Dickman wide open, dunks it, one hand, and the Cole Camp crowd enjoys it as the lead is now 8, the largest lead of the game. Eckhoff thought about the elbow jumper. Nice runner by Sanders. Right hand uses the glass. Probably got fouled. And the lead is now 6, 3.5 to play here, second quarter. Benham tasked with guarding Dickman. There is a foul. Probably could have called it on 2 Lincoln players as Parrott reached in. However, they're going to call the block on Benham. That'll be the third foul here against the Cardinals and the first personal by Benham. Benham giving up a lot of height and length against Dickman. Harrison, another very difficult shot, and he hits it. Got bumped on the body, too. And he just pulled up in the face of the defense to hit the long 2. Benham inside, nice pass from Young. And the lead is 6. Whew. That would have been a tough one if it had gone for Harrison. Stopped on a dime at the elbow. That ball was nearly down before it came back out. Benham picks up another foul, his second, 4th here in the quarter for the Cards. Benham and Young going to take a seat for Everhart and Smith. Lincoln stays in man through the out-of-bounds play. Man, another kind of weak foul call there on the baseline. Called a push against Everhart. That's his second. And now for 2.5 minutes and some change, Cole Camp going to be shooting 2 on fouls. We've chronicled this many times on this broadcast, but with the new rules, 5 fouls in a quarter means free throws. And there is no more single bonus, it's double bonus. And now a quick foul against Matthew Bright on the rebound. Eckhoff gets credit for a rebound. That's Bright's first foul, and now moving forward, Lincoln will also be in the double bonus. So we have the potential to see a lot of free throws here in the second quarter. The scoring has cooled down significantly here in this quarter. Or at least it feels that way. Ball screen for Parrott. Smith now inside. Parrott's going to tee up a three-point shot, and it falls in for the sophomore guard. Assist credited there to Xavier Smith. He's got 2 assists on the night. And Lincoln looked like this one might be getting out of hand, finds themselves right back in it, down 3. Colton Dickman off the mark. Gentry Dickman rebound. Now he's got a matchup he likes, spins around, and a great move to get around Sanders. Eckhoff fouls on the arm on Dickman's way up. That's Eckhoff's second foul. And Dickman will shoot 2. On his last trip, he was empty. Dickman hits the first. And the second is good for the lanky senior. He's got 7 unofficially here in the first half. Parrott, tough shot, won't go. Had Dickman and Harrison on him. Parrott doing a good job against Harrison here. And now a charge against Dickman. His second foul. No free throws on a player control foul. It will be a turnover. Colton Dickman going to come off for Connor Peterson. Now Matthew Bright going to come off. No, they're going to take both Dickmans out for Bohan and Peterson. Cole Camp still in a full court man here. Benham inside, tough move. Does not use the backboard and does not get it to go. Parrott now. Coach Berkey not a fan of that call. That's Parrott's second foul. Lincoln now 2 of their key starters with 2 fouls here. 46 seconds left to go in the first half. Harrison's going to see 2 here. First is good for Harrison. And again, Harrison hits. We've got him unofficially with 10 points here. Lincoln trails by 7. Sanders spins, loses it. Harrison took it away. It's a 3-on-4, swings it over to Howard. Howard, high shot with the right hand, scores it. And a good transition there for the Bluebirds as they've extended their lead to 9. Now 5 seconds. Parrott finds Benham in the corner, a lot of contact. And at first it looked like they were going to let it go. Instead, a charge against Parrott. He just picked up his third foul with 3 seconds left in the half. And Coach Berkey had just had a conversation with Parrott about getting that deep into the defense and then finding the kick to the corner or just out to the perimeter, as Bright's buzzer-beating three-point attempt is off the mark. And Parrott made the right play. He got in deep and found the open player on the perimeter, but just a little out of control, got called for the charge. And Lincoln definitely losing the second quarter, if you will. The 5-point lead coming out of the first quarter has grown to 9 and going to be dealing with foul trouble now in the second half. We're going to step aside. We're going to get our halftime show put together for you guys. Stick with us. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack is a full-service print shop and apparel brand that is set up to print any and all wearable or promotional items that you may need. We can help you grow your brand and business by providing you with quality products and prints, all for a fair price. After working with us, you will find that our customer service and attention to detail is unrivaled. Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit with a team member, call us at 660-776-2021. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack, we make printing easy. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. They can easily set up a new business or an LLC. If you're in need of a tax return, Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Estes Drive-In. If you're looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat, Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. Stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516. Are you missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. They're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Stop by and see them at 101 South 65 Highway in Lincoln or 1695 Hilltop Drive in Warsaw. Your community, your bank, your relationship. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lincoln Realty has been serving Lincoln and all of West Central Missouri for 70 years. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, recreational, or lake property you're after, Lacey and her team have you covered. Give them a call today at 660-547-3535 or stop by the office located at 546 North Highway 65 in Lincoln. This broadcast is supported by Denny's Construction Solutions. Wally and his crew offer many services. At the top of the list is excavation and general contracting. They will build from the ground up. But that's not all. They offer site clearing, site prep, concrete flat work, and more. If you've got a problem that could require a skid steer, excavator, or jackhammer, Denny's Construction has the solution. Call them today at 660-596-9992. Need some dirt work, a building pad, or perhaps a complete septic system? Call Chris and Austin at Mid-Mo Dirt and Septic. They have experience in all types of dirt work and are certified and licensed septic system installers. They're also offering concrete flat work, so give this father and son team a call at 660-723-6958 or at 660-221-0681. Gallo Supply is your local solution for all household and industrial cleaning supplies. From can liners to soaps to copying or toilet paper, Gallo Supply has what you need. Brett at Gallo can provide a friendly and personal touch that other larger companies just can't. He can ship directly to your door when you order using their fast and easy website, so whether you're in need of residential or commercial Jan Sand supplies, visit GALLOsupply.com or email sales@gallosupply.com for bulk prices. Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack now offers custom online stores. These team stores, as we like to call them, are an easy way to get your community or organization into the newest gear. We process and bag every order, and we can even ship it directly to your customers. This process provides a perfect way for booster clubs, sports teams, and other extracurricular clubs or programs to raise money. Why hassle with paper order forms or big companies with long lead times and no personal touch when Spooky Bear can make fundraising easy? Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit more about how a team store can help you, call us today at 660-776-2021. We are sponsored by 31 Chiropractic. 31 Chiropractic is a wellness-centered family chiropractic office that specializes in care for women and children. Lindsay delivers tailored chiropractic and physical treatment for your whole family for their whole life. Stop in at 292 South Highway 65 in Lincoln or call 660-460-3719 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Lindsay today. We're also sponsored by WK's family of dealerships. WK, a name we all know, owned by a family we all grew up with, now open at 4 locations in Sedalia and Boonville, featuring a great inventory of new Chevrolet, Ford, and Dodge vehicles, as well as high-quality used vehicles. At WK, they have combined their service, collision, and detailing departments with a great variety of American-made vehicles to be the #1 stop in your search for a new vehicle. Browse their selection of new and used vehicles today at WKFamily.com. This broadcast is sponsored by Shirley's Highway Cafe. Shirley's Highway Cafe serves a full breakfast and lunch menu from 6 to 2 Sunday through Friday and from 6 to noon on Saturdays. For breakfast, try a good old-fashioned omelet or the biscuits and gravy. For lunch, they've got the best country fried steak and mashed potatoes around. Shirley's Highway Cafe is located on Highway 65 in Lincoln, so give them a try on your next trip through town or call them for carry-out at 660-547-3500. This broadcast is also sponsored by Veracruz Trace. Veracruz Trace Mexican Restaurant in Lincoln delivers local and delicious Mexican cuisine served by their welcoming and caring staff. They are open from 11 to 9 on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and from 11 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Stop by at 455 North Highway 65 in Lincoln or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-0315. Premier Automotive is proud to support Lincoln Athletics. Since 1993, Premier Automotive has been serving Central Missouri and the surrounding areas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. This is the halftime show brought to you by Johnson's Accounting and Tax, LLC. We are going to start with a couple of replays here by the Estes Drive-In Replay Cam. So we've got a nice feed underneath. A lot of nice feeds on this replay track that we've got, which is nice because it kind of fits the theme of the Estes Drive-In. Go in there and get fed, if you will. That one's my favorite so far, a beautiful pass by Everhart on the wing. And then here we've got probably the highlight of the game, a fast break steal, Gentry Dickman, one-hand slam in transition. We love to see it. And then lastly, another nice pass underneath. If you're looking for a bite to eat, go see Estes Drive-In. Now on to some stats, our tale of the tape, if you will, brought to you again by Johnson's Accounting and Tax, LLC. So both teams exhibiting pretty good shot making here so far. 50% from the floor for each team. Lincoln a slight advantage from downtown, being 3 for 5 compared to 3 for 9. The rebounding is very close, but where it kind of jumps out to you is just the turnovers. Cole Camp getting more shots because of it, although a slight amount, it's still there. Cole Camp's also gotten to the free throw line significantly more, 7 for 12, whereas Lincoln hasn't attempted a single free throw. And then the turnovers, per usual, causing an issue for the Cards. Now on to some individual statistics. Riley Sanders leading the way for the Cardinals. He's got 9 points. Parrott's got 5, Benham 4, Xavier Smith 3, Ben Eckhoff with 2. On the other side, leading the way for Cole Camp, Reed Harrison has 10 points. Tyler Howard's got 8, Dickman has 7, Matthew Bright has 2, and Grady Strathman has 5. Of course, all unofficial, but that's what we've got them at. If Lincoln's going to get back into this basketball game, first of all, they've got to take care of the basketball and execute in the half court, but they've got to get the ball to Ben Eckhoff on the block, and they've got to get to the free throw line. A lot of things they have to do. Cole Camp needs to continue shooting, being aggressive, and turning Lincoln over, and I see a path to victory for them as well. 20 seconds in here, all we've had is a deflected pass. Lincoln's got the basketball. Lincoln started with Benham over Parrott due to the foul trouble. Cole Camp with the same 5 starters. Lincoln already with a turnover, and then they lose Strathman in transition. He's off the mark on his corner three-point try, but Howard just rips the rebound away. And now again, a wide-open three-point shot. Lincoln on back-to-back sets there just completely loses a person on the Cole Camp team, giving them 2 wide-open tries. And the lead now at 12, as large as it's been all game long. Cole Camp now in their zone, packing things in, getting it inside to Eckhoff is going to be an issue. Lincoln now adjusts to that zone look. Spacing right now an issue for Lincoln. Now going to run a set. Coach Shearer trying to get his team into man, and it works as they take it away from Lincoln. So 2 turnovers and 0 shot attempts for Lincoln here in the first minute and 40. Cole Camp off on a 3. That was Harrison. He's leading both teams in scoring right now with 13 unofficially. Cole Camp out of the zone and into man, sporting a 12-point lead. Everhart wide open. 3-point shot is off. Strathman in trouble with the rebound. It'll be Lincoln basketball. Everhart drives inside, gets to his left hand, nice shot. And Lincoln off the schneid, if you will, after 2.5 quarters of scoreless basketball here to start the third. Bright finds Howard wide open, left wing, cashes it. Howard now has 11 for the Bluebirds. Lincoln now in the quarter, Cole Camp now in the quarter, 2 for 4 from 3. Eckhoff inside, a lot of defenders around him. Lost the basketball, but goes up, and they're going to say fouled by Dickman. No, they're going to call it on Matthew Bright. Looked like it was Dickman either way. Just, if I'm being frank, just a very tightly officiated game so far, all the way around. Eckhoff has had struggles all season long at the stripe. Coach Berkey going to decide to get Parrott on. He's got 3 fouls. Benham's going to come off. Eckhoff misses both. Dickman pulls down a rebound, and Cole Camp gets up very quickly and right into a good-looking 3-point shot for Strathman. It's off, but Bright wrestles a rebound away from Eckhoff and then scores over the top of him. I've got him at 4 points now unofficially. Eckhoff blitzed by Harrison. Shot definitely affected by Dickman. And Cole Camp doing a really good job as Eckhoff goes up to get hands on the basketball. As Eckhoff gets older and matures, he cannot take that ball below his waist. He's got to keep it up at his chin. Coach Berkey going to take him out for Chase Young. Strathman shot in the middle of the lane, and now with Eckhoff off the floor, nobody there to keep Dickman off the boards. His follow shot does not go, however, and the lead remains at 15. Smith, nice move inside. Hop steps between two defenders, gets to the rack and scores 2. It's 13 now with 3:51 left to go in the third quarter. Lincoln a mountain to climb, especially with their only size on the bench. Lincoln gonna jump. Showed a double on on Dickman there. But Dickman gave it up before it came to fruition. Tough three for Harrison, touches nothing but the net as he high-fives Parrott at the top. And he's now got 16 points unofficially. And Lincoln in trouble, down 16, 2:45 left to play. Back to a zone for Cole Camp defensively. Lincoln has not been able to make teams pay this season when they drop into a zone, at least from a three-point shooting perspective. Tonight they've shot it well, but they're going to need a lot more of it if they're going to get back into this one. Sanders' three misses. Bright out in front. And Sanders got smashed between Bright and the pad there after the shot. He's okay. The lead now at 18. Things have broken wide open here in the third quarter. Parrott wide open, straight on, three-point off the mark. Howard, good hustle, keeps it in bounds, and now Cole Camp again playing with pace. Harrison, that is a difficult shot. Good defense by Parrott. Sanders, flyby for Dickman, and that jump shot is off the mark. Dickman just goes up and takes it away. And Dickman is fouled on the floor by Camden Everhart. Strathman gets all the way inside and scores. He's now got 7 unofficial. Parrott might have gotten away with a walk there. Parrott shoots it from the corner. They're going to wave it off and call a foul against Cole Camp. That's going to be against Matthew Bright, his third. By the way, Everhart with 3 fouls now. As the lead is 20, Eckhoff comes on for Everhart. Peterson on for Matthew Bright. Lincoln runs a play to get Smith a shot from the corner, and Peterson fouls him. Smith will see 3 free throws here. That foul by Connor Peterson is his first and the third foul against the Bluebirds here. Smith rattles in the first one. And just the second trip to the line for the Cardinals here in the game. Eckhoff had a trip that went over. Smith has split a pair, and we'll see a third. That one is good. Lincoln trails by 18. Zayden Cole comes on for Xavier Smith. Lincoln will need some urgency if they're going to climb back into this one, trailing by 18. .12 seconds. Cole Camp going to go for the last shot. Ball screen here at the top. And another nice shot by Harrison. I've got him unofficially at 19 now, and the lead with 8 minutes left feels insurmountable. We're going to step aside here and hear a couple words from a few of our sponsors. We'll be back in about 60 seconds for the fourth quarter.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Some dirt work, a building pad, or perhaps a complete septic system? Call Chris and Austin at Midmo Dirt and Septic. They have experience in all types of dirt work and are certified and licensed septic system installers. They're also offering concrete flat work, so give this father and son team a call at 660-723-6958 or at 660-221-0681.
Back here in Lincoln for the final quarter of our lone broadcast tonight. The Cole Camp boys have started to dominate this game, as it is now a 21-point deficit for your Lincoln Cardinals. Dickman has Benham on him. And Benham called for a foul, his first. Not his first, sorry. That's going to be his third. But the first against Lincoln here. Dickman inside, scores the deuce easily. And I seem to have missed a basket for somebody at some point here, as I've only got Cole Camp with 50 points on my sheet. I've got Dickman unofficially at 9, but it could be 11. Parrott, ahead of the pack, just lost it. And if Lincoln's night could be summed up in one play, there it was. An unforced turnover, not the first one the Lincoln Cardinals have given up tonight. Harrison all the way inside. No need for the backboard when you've got touch like that. I've got him at 21 here unofficially. Young finds Parrott in the corner. Three-point shot up, off the mark. Another two-hand dunk and a highlight play to be sure, as Dickman scores that one in traffic. Just a tremendous display of athleticism for the senior. Benham all the way inside, misses the layup. I'd like to see him kick that to the corner there. Cole was wide open in the corner. Another three on the way for Harrison. This one off. Howard takes it away from Cole. Strathman dumps it off to Bright. 10-footer on the short corner. And that is a pure shot from Matthew Bright. Now I've got him with 6 unofficial points. Assist will go to Grady Strathman. Chase Young out to Benham. Runs into a wall. Parrott, another three on the way, off the mark. And Howard has a nice strong rebound. Chase Young with the foul, his second team foul here in the quarter. Platoon swap for Lincoln as Cole Camp starts to get into their bench as well. Dickman and Harrison off for Bohan and Colton Dickman. Travel here by Cole Camp. Benham fouled on a baseline drive. Blake Lyon, Miles Harms, Chase Young, Xander Cole, and Braden Benham on the floor for the Cards. Cole Camp gets deeper into their bench with Spencer Godwin. And Miles Harms is fouled. Matthew Bright showing 4 fouls on the board, and now Godwin with a foul. Harms off on the first. Harms misses the second. Bohan rebound, and now a timeout for Coach Shear. I believe that's just the second timeout called all game. As now Cole Camp burns one. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30.
Lincoln Realty has been serving Lincoln and all of West Central Missouri for 70 years. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, recreational, or lake property you're after, Lacey and her team have you covered. Give them a call today at 660-547-3535 or stop by the office located at 546 North Highway 65 in Lincoln.
Back here, 4:40 to play. Strathman spins inside. They're going to call him for a travel. Just the 4th turnover here by Cole Camp in the game, as Benham has a nice move to the cup. And Cole Camp's discipline with the basketball and shot making really propelled them in this game. They were able to turn Lincoln over significantly more than 4 times as well, which was helpful. But able to get contributions really from their entire starting lineup. Obviously, Harrison with a game-high 21 unofficially. But then Tyler Howard in double figures with 11. Gentry Dickman has 9 unofficially. Strathman chipping in with 7. And Matthew Bright chipping in with 6. All of those unofficial, of course. But able to get those contributions from everybody, not turning the basketball over. A pretty good shot-making display by Harrison. And that's how you find yourself with a commanding lead here with just a few minutes left. Howard tees up a 3 and hits it. Howard now with 14. Benham with the answer, drills it. Assist for Chase Young. Ethan Goshen will come on for Braden Benham. Braden Benham. Cole Camp turns it over just for the 5th time here. Young steps into a 3-point shot. It's off the mark. Ethan Goshen now, offensive rebound, gets it inside to Miles Harms, who scores. Miles Harms had a few sisters go through the Cole Camp Bluebird athletic programs. They're going to get, looks like Blake Lyon for the foul. No, it's going to be on Xander Cole, his first. Bohan's got 2 of them here. Makes the second, and the lead back to 26. Cole ready to shoot when he caught it. Off the mark. Good hustle by Chase Young there, but will be Cole Camp basketball. Bohan, 3-point shot goes. Cole Camp now 9 for 20 from downtown, shooting a cool 45%. As a team, and that will get it done tonight as Lincoln continues to struggle to score. Harms, put back, and 1. Off the Blake Lyon, missed 3. Now Coach Shearer gets all the way into the JV bench. With 33.3 seconds remaining, Harms will see 1 free throw here after the and 1. Got it back. Found Young inside. He's fouled. Young misses the first. Makes the second. Young now takes it away. Left hand layup is good. Couple of missed shots on this end for Cole Camp. Blake Lyon with 3 seconds gets it up to Chase Young. His shot after the basket after the buzzer will not count. So your final score here, 65-41, a game dominated by the duo on the Cole Camp side of Dickman and Harrison. We're going to do a quick little post-game wrap-up brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, and then we're going to get you guys out of here. So at half, it was still kind of close. Cole Camp had extended to 9, but Lincoln was doing some things and were able to compete. We're answering at times, and the wheels really just fell off there in the third quarter. Cole Camp went to task early with the shooting from downtown specifically, and Lincoln just could not keep pace. Lincoln also had some missed assignments on the defensive end and some bad turnovers to start the quarter, to start the half. And the floodgates opened. Cole Camp shot the ball well from the floor, well over 50%. They shot 45% from downtown, got to the line 14 times. They out-rebounded Lincoln. They turned the ball over half as much as Lincoln. In fact, it would have been even more impressive if it weren't for a couple late turnovers by the second unit. And for some individual stats on the Lincoln side, we've got unofficially Riley Sanders at 9, Braden Benham at 9, Xavier Smith at 7, Dawson Parrott had 5, Miles Harms had 4, Chase Young with 3, Ben Eckhoff with 2, and Camden Everhart with 2. On the other side, unofficially for the Bluebirds, Grady Strathman and Matthew Bright at the bottom of the starters list with 7 and 6 respectively. And Tyler Howard was able to chip in with 14. Dickman we've got at 9 unofficially, but I think I might have missed one of his. Reed Harrison with 21 to lead all scorers. As I'm told, he is on a path to get to his 1,000th point. I don't think he's done that yet, but I think it's something that he's closing in on. So a good game all around. Cole Camp victorious. We will be live again on this account on Friday as the Green Ridge Tigers will come to town in a quad night. We'll be seeing both the varsity boys and girls teams take the floor Friday night on the Lincoln Cardinals Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, let's show off that S's replay cam real quick. Thanks for reminding me. I want to see that two-hand dunk that Gentry had there in the second half. Nice. Man, so effortless for the big fella, and a highlight play. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to those of you at home viewing. We'll see you on Friday night. Be good.